Good morning, children. Today's science session deals with lesson number 2, components of food. So in chapter 1 we have seen about what are the nutritious food. Okay, and in this chapter we are going to see about what are the components of food. Components means, let us see, if we are eating a meal, as let us say it is chapati and dal and brinjal curry. Okay, in South India we eat rice, sambar and vegetable preparation of lady's finger. Okay, let us consider appam, fish curry and vegetables. All these food items contain some components. Okay, what are the components? Our meals usually have at least one item of grain, rice, wheat, like these are called as grain. Other items could be a dal or dish of meat and vegetables. It may also include items like curd, buttermilk and pickles. Okay, every food item is made up of some components. Okay, so see, in Punjab and Andhra Pradesh we have given rice. Okay, we are tur dal. Tur dal means we are preparing sambar or rasam with that dal. Dal means cereals. Okay, so vegetables. They have given the vegetables of Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. Let us consider potato, okay, and others. Okay, these are the components of food we eat. For per meal, for lunch, we are having these all kinds of one cereal, one grain, one vegetable and others, including these curd and ghee, buttermilk, pickle, etc. Together these are called as a component of food. Okay. So in a component, the component should have proper nutrition. Okay, nutrients. This is very important. Ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body. These components are called as nutrients. These components should be very nutritious in nature. Then only it will give energy to our body, which our body requires. These nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, etc. In addition, dietary fibers also included. So, the components which includes nutrients are called as important food. Okay. To all food contain all these nutrients. All the food does not contain all nutrients. Some food items may have vitamins. Some food items may have minerals. So, all will not have these nutrients. With some simple methods, we can test whether cooked food or a raw ingredient contains one or more of these nutrients. The test for presence of carbohydrates, proteins and fats are simpler to do as compared to the test for other nutrients. Okay, let us test which components are having carbohydrates, which food components are having proteins and which are having fats. For carrying out these tests, you will need solution for iodine, copper sulfate and caustic soda. Okay, now we are going to do the test. Let us begin the test different food items to see if they have contained carbohydrates. We are going to test a food item in which it has carbohydrates or not. Okay. Okay. Now a dilute solution of iodine is taken and adding a few drops of tincture iodine to a test tube half filled with water. Okay, we are taking a test tube. It should be half filled with water and dilute solution of iodine is added. Or second test will be copper sulfate solution can be prepared by dissolving 2 gram of copper sulfate and we are going to take it. Okay, now we are going to test it for carbohydrate, otherwise called as starch test. Okay. Take a small quantity of food item or raw ingredient. We are going to take some food item. Now we are going to check whether carbohydrate or starch is present in it or not. Put 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. Now we are seeing that we are going to take iodine and we are going to put this iodine in it. Observe if there is any change in the color of the food item. Did it turn blue or black? Okay, blue, black, dark bluish color. If it is seen, then if it is in blue black color, then it is a carbohydrate rich food item. Okay, so we can find the presence of starch or carbohydrate in the particular food item. Okay, can you understand? Take a food item, put some drops of iodine in it. If the food item turns blue black color, then it indicates the presence of starch or carbohydrate in it. Okay, next we are going for the test for protein. Take a small quantity of food item for testing. If the food you want to test is a solid, you first need to make a paste of it or powder it. If it is in a solid state, we have to powder it. Grind or mash a small quantity of the food item. Put some of this in a clean test tube. We are going to put this powdered food item in a clean test tube and we are going to add 10 drops of water and shake it. Okay, now using the dropper, 2 drops of copper sulfate solution is added. Copper solution, sulfate solution is added and 10 drops of caustic soda is added. So we are going to shake it. Okay, now the contents of the test tube turn violet. If the contents of the solid which we have put in the test tube becomes violet, you can repeat the test for food items because it gives the presence of protein. Okay, can you understand? Take a test tube, add the solid or powdered solid food items in the test tube and we have to put some amount of copper sulfate solution and caustic soda. Copper sulfate and caustic soda. We have to shake it. If the test tube if the food content in the test tube turns violet, it indicates the presence of protein. Okay. So there are some examples given here. You have to make some tests and you have to make some tests with groundnut, uncooked powdered rice. You can make these tests and find whether starch is present or protein is present or fat is present. Okay. And next one, test for fat. Okay, whether the food content is having much amount of fat. So we are going to take a small quantity of food item. Wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Okay, if we buy vada, we will put it in a newspaper and we will crush it. No. So likewise, wrap it in a paper and crush it. Take care that the paper does not tear. We should not crush it very hardly, otherwise the paper will get tear. Straighten the paper and observe it carefully. Does it have any oil patch? If the paper is having oil patch, then it indicates the presence of fat in the particular food item. Okay, this is an easy test for making finding whether the food component is having fat or not. The food items sometimes contain little water and therefore you have rubbed an item on the paper, let the paper dry for a while. If there were any water that have come from food, it will dry up after some time. If no oily patch shows up after this, the food item does not contain any fat. Okay, sometimes the food item may be having water. We cannot consider that that is a oil item. So we have to wait for a while for the paper to get dried. Then only we have to come to a conclusion whether the food item is having water or fat. Okay, can you understand? This is the test for identifying fat. We tested food for three nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins and fats. There are also other nutrients like vitamins and minerals, and that are present in different food items. Okay, so far we have seen what are the components of food, different food items in different countries, and what are carbohydrates, proteins and fats, and we have seen what are the tests we have to follow whether the food component is having carbohydrate, proteins or fat. Okay, so if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. I will be giving some worksheets below this. Kindly complete and submit it before 8 p.m. Okay, thank you students.